All praise to Yahweh. All praise to Yahweh Shai. All praises for the Rekha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that have been and continue to teach the true gospel. Salute to the Akim, preaching the gospel on the streets and lanes of the city, on the highways and hedges, and on the World Wide Web. Much love to the Mu'akwath, who learn the science for law of subjection and are in righteous order under the men of Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Raza from the Church of Philadelphia camp. Hey, the Lord's put my spirit to go into, you, you know, the either it's who you trust, the Golden Dome, or do you trust prophecy? You know, because this Esau, Edom, and Babylon, aka America, you know, is has great pride right now. And hey, pride goes before destruction, right? And they're touting their missiles. They're touting their this Golden Dome, that's supposed to be um, built in less than 3 years and cost $175 billion and supposed to protect this place. Hey, but we know what prophecy says. We know Yahweh Shai's won't crack them clouds open. We know Russia and the other nations over there is going to shoot missiles on this place, and it's going to be guided by the angels, and it's going to hit its targets, right? We know this place is going to be finished, and this place is going to be basically like a museum, you know, and uninhabitable, right? That's what prophecy tells us. But again, hey, the pride that they have right now is at an all time level, and with but hey, we're going to see, and this is where some people, fall out and lose faith because they're seeing all these boastful things. But hey, if you got spiritual eyes off, you would know that this is going to take place in the last days, where they're, as soon as they're about to fill their belly, right? Hey, they got the Lord has put a time stamp on them that they can't cross. He set the bounds for that time, and their time is up. You know, and we can't wait. But we're going to keep our trust and faith in these prophecies, because the arrow's already been shot. You know, what will it? Can anything bring it back? No, it's already been shot. So all this pride is going to lead ultimately to their destruction. You know, and people are boasting about their their missile strength, their war strength because they're going to use it. You know, but enough of me, Babylon. Let's get into this prophecy. It says, this book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. And that's America. That's the vision that was seen. It says, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every clean and hateful bird. Yeah, because nothing else is going to be able to survive here, because it's just going to be like a desert. Nothing's going to be able to grow here. Just like in ancient times, you have some lands that it's basically in ruins. It has been in ruins. It says, verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. What's that talking about? Hey, the philosophies of this place, right? That democracy, and also that the wealth. It says, because it says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Because this place is a corporation, and it just buys, consumes nothing necessarily. They buy from all these countries. That's why Trump was trying to go off on these tariffs. But it's looking bad for the consumers. That just goes on to the consumers at the end of the day. But yeah, these other countries get rich from America because of what they grow, the rich minerals over there, in the East, right? And we just consume, buy, and most things are made over in these other countries where we purchase them, you know. And it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." And this place, the sins of this place has reached the heavens. It's piled up, and it's piled up for righteous judgment. So there's going to be no question of why this place is being judged. And for uh, people that are called and chosen, hey, we're done with this place. We've been done with this place. We're not worried about trying to make a name for ourselves here. We're not worried about trying to get the top job. You know, although we we hope to have something for our daily bread and to feed our families. And this devil wants to take that away because he's so hateful. You know, and so hey, but hey, that's his role. His role is to hate us. Hey, the Lord said they hated me. What you think they're gonna do? But hate you too, right? No servant is greater than his master. So we got to count that cost, you know. And it's tough going through it. But hey, at the end of the day, we're storing our treasures in heaven, you know. And what does it say? For her sins have reached into heaven, and Yahweh Bashmel Shai have remembered her iniquities. Yeah. It's like, when you got these undercovers, right? And they sit there and let the drug dealers get fat. The drug dealers is, making all this money, killing all these people. Meanwhile, they got video recordings of everything. They got recordings of you on the phone, right? They got recordings of uh you making those deals, right? They let you stack up. Got 3 houses, 5 cars, right? Hey, and then they get you on that Rico, right? Hey, but the Lord got Esau on the Rico, even worse, because guess what? After 1,000 years, ain't gonna be bye bye, no more of you, right? It says, reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, filled to her double. Yeah, so you're gonna get a double portion. You, you know, you're gonna get everything you did to us, you're gonna get a double portion. You know, we definitely gonna give you a double. And hey, that's what's gonna be your place in the kingdom underneath us, right? Because we're gonna be the rulers on this earth, and we're gonna rule in righteousness. Hey, and you're gonna be in hard bondage, whether you like it, believe it, understand it or not. We don't care, and that's what you're mad about because you know that's gonna happen, and that's what you're really mad about is when we preach this word. But hey, don't blame us. This is your eventual lot. You've had the fatness of the earth. You've had the sword. You've had all that. You had your time to rule. Hey, now it's our turn, right? Stop being you. But you can't, right? We know that. But hey, at the end of the day, you can have all the plans you want with the Golden Dome, but that ain't gonna be able to stop the lasers from the father ship, from the chariots, right? That's not gonna be able to stop the missiles that's gonna be coming your way, right? Hey, because prophecy has been written. It's been written. Your demise has been written. Your destruction has been written. and we know it, and we're gonna call it out, right? You know, and because again, what you're doing right now is just a faith booster to hopeful elect. You know, because we know your trickery. We know what you're gonna try to do and say, right? But it ain't gonna work. You know, it ain't gonna work. You know. So hey, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. Until next time, shalom.